how are you all doing? Thank you for your love and support. We really appreciate you. If today is the first time you are coming across us, or you are seeing this face for the first time, please do well to like our videos and share. In this platform, we react to all videos and your opinion is highly needed. So please sit back, watch this video carefully, drop your opinion in the comment section, and I'll be right back.
You. If you are one of those who have been a very great funder and heavy supporter, financial supporter of this movement from the onset, all the money you have put in this movement, you don't want them to go in vain. The time has come that your sacrifices will bring result. So those of you who said you will not come out again to support financially until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, we have come for you today. That those people that made you to make such decision, they are no longer in charge of this movement. That transparency, accountability has become a motto of this particular movement until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. We call on them to not wait any further, as the chaff has been separated from the wheat, and your fund and support is needed now than ever. In this modern age, we the Biafra people no longer sit and watch a systematic ethnic cleansing of our race in Nigeria. We can no longer sit and watch as our people, our women and children are being slaughtered on a daily basis by the Fulani jihadist movement in Nigeria Army uniform or police or DSS. So therefore, we call on all Biafrans all over the world to come to the aid of Biafrans. The time is now and the time has come. We are soliciting for 50 men and women of integrity and caliber that will be ready to fund this movement with $10,000 monthly between now and December 2022. Biafra and the freedom is very expensive. Having been able to succeed in bringing every group to one umbrella, the time is now that we call on you. Those of you who have been born, those of you who are in different positions in all over the world, those of you who have been funding this movement from the onset until our leader was kidnapped. The time is now we call on you. That we need just 50 men and women of Biafrans, 50 men and women of caliber that could fund this particular movement with $10,000 every month between now and November. So that the world may know that you can't kill us again like you did 55 years ago. It doesn't mean that without you, our land will not be protected. But with you, it is going to go a very long way. Between now and December 2022, from July to December, we need just 50 Biafrans, 50 calibers, 50 men and women who will be ready to fund this movement with $10,000 every month. This call has become necessary. And those 50 men and women is hereby requested to contact any of the Umada from Madam Azuka to any of the Umada or to myself. And let me remind Biafrans today, the time for talk is over. I can't end this particular State of the Nation broadcast without stressing and pointing out of the state address, without comparing the situation we are into today to the Middle East crisis between Israel and Palestine. I will always make references to this crisis. Because during the time of the Israelites, when they were fighting to liberate themselves, the Jews, they were scattered all over the world. They owned businesses in America. They funded their own liberation and their own freedom. The same thing is going to happen to Biafra. But you that have withdrawn your support because of the criminalities that was in IPOB, which led to the kidnapping of our leader, because it was because of those people that surrounded him that made you to withdraw your support. It is time you come up and you come forward, so that you don't allow all your sacrifices in the past to be a waste. It is going to be a very big disappointment between you and your God. Nigeria and Biafra people is like darkness and light. Our demand is to draw the attention of the free world to the Biafra independence effort and the path toward the independent state of Biafra. On this note, with this short message, is targeted at you, those who have what it takes to fund this particular movement. The time is now. Our freedom is fast approaching. It needs your support. May God bless you. May God protect you. And may God bless the entire Biafra. And may God bless all our gallant men on ground. From here, that are going to come in future. That the Biafra people will continue to make it very clear that the UN Human Rights Convention, the Convention on Right of the Child, and the Agreement on International Laws will be among the first international treaties to be ratified by the Biafra Republic immediately Biafra gained independence. Unlike so many nations today, especially some of the Islamic nations, some of these nations have refused to ratify most of these human rights laws. I want to inform Biafrans today, when we talk about the election that is coming, a failed on arrival election that will never take place in Biafran territory. The legal framework for the conduct of the elections in Nigeria comprises of this fraudulent 1999 Constitution as amended, the Electoral Act of 2010 as amended, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as amended, the Act of 1998, the Nigeria Broadcasting Commission Act, the Cybercrime Act, and the guideline issued by the INEC, and of course, the new amended electoral laws. These are the laws that some of you who do not have any knowledge about Nigeria are, flying on social media today. But let me shock you, and let me inform the world and those that have piqued their interest on Biafra issue today, that the Constitution take the precedence in that any provision in any act or regulation that is contrary to its provisions is null, void of all effect. To the extent of such inconsistency, INEC, some of you today, the INEC is the main administrative and election management body that is mandated to supervise the conduct of election. Today, that same INEC has been overrun by the jihadist government and those who want to continue the Usman Donfodio conquest of the rest of Nigeria. They are in charge. That is not why I'm here today. I want to inform the world why the Biafra people are leaving Nigeria. I want to inform the international community today the reason, or some of the reason why we are exiting Nigeria. In Nigeria, political parties disburses finances for the conduct of their electoral campaign. They also accept donations from organizations and private individuals. The Electoral Act regulates campaign financing. Political parties are meant to make their expenditures and funds open to scrutiny by INEC. I am just telling you what you have as a law regulating electoral process in Nigeria. Who can then forward these details to the National Assembly? But as I'm talking to you today, none of this law has ever been enforced. Fulani hijacked, and while you have your laws, they do things differently. So I want to bring your attention in this State of the Nation address today to some of the compelling issues. That is the reason we can never allow election in Biafra land come to 2023. It is going to be an exit door for Biafra to emerge and be restored. The campaign, according to Nigerian law, which does not exist anyway in practice, according to Nigerian law, the campaign spending of a presidential and a governorship candidate are limited to 1 trillion. 1 trillion naira is what is, you can spend to become a president in Nigeria. 1 trillion. And that is about 2.6, $2.45 billion to become a president in a country that many people are living below $1 per day. We can never ever be part of a such country again from next year. I want to inform you also that to become a governor in Nigeria, you have to spend about 200 million, which is about 526 or $550,000. The infringement of these laws come with impunity. They infringe these laws with impunity. In Biafra, we are going to do things completely differently. The infringement of the spending limit attract a maximum fine of 1 million naira for the president or for the presidential aspirant, while you are infringing a law of over 1 trillion naira. If you are guilty, you will be subjected to pay 1 million naira as a fine. It is an incongruous law, the law that were never enforced for one day. And the 1 year imprisonment, the governors have 800. Nobody has been indicted or faced any loan in Nigeria, not in the history of Nigeria. I want all of you to understand that we continue to have attacks.
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.